Alright, and we're moving right into game 2. Let's get the main things up. They already been introduced last game, they don't need to be introduced again. Game 2 of the losers semi-finals with the Giantbomb Community Tournament 12. Going standard mirror builds here. Yeah, the Protoss versus Protoss, the most exciting of all time. Actually, in my opinion, Zerg versus Zerg is when the heart is the worst of the mirror matches because your creep helps out the other Zerg. So you have to decide if you want to, do you want to expand? Do you want to creep expand? Because if you expand your creep, you just increase the movement speed of your enemy's units to your base, as well as giving you movement too to defend. It's got like, should you connect all your bases? Should you not connect your bases? Kind of a balance between that. Do you really want to expand out? I think Zerg versus Zerg is the hardest of the mirror matchups. Then I get the next two, Protoss versus Protoss. Alright, go. Roshambo is going out to scout. Scouts down in the southeast. He's not there. Going around. Alright, that was rocks there. Is that supposed to be rocks there? Yeah, there's. Alright. Don't mind me and me randomly talking. It's pretty similar builds from each player so far. Alright, so he knows where his opponent is now. What is he gonna do with this knowledge? We could build like a pylon right here. That'd be neat. Let's see, how they scout each other yet? Does not know where his enemy opponent is. Currently does not. I lost a probe. Lost a purple probe. There it is. Hi guy. I see you there. Oh yes I do. I see you going up to this base. Alright. We got a cyber core coming down. 2 cyber cores coming down. Shimmer's gonna finish it slightly earlier, which can give him increased time on his warp gate research. So he begins right away along with the construction of a second gateway, bringing him up to I believe 2 gate. Yes, 2 gate, 2 gate. 2 gas versus 2 gas. So a lot more gas coming in now. Yeah, you can see 2 gas brings in a lot more. Alright, let's go back to the tab. The only tab, in my opinion, that matters. The production tab. It tells the story of the game better than I can. Because I'm the worst caster of all time. Of all time. I'm trying to get better. Hopefully I do this better than how I do when I do my own games. This is going on right now. I'm watching this from replay. Recording this as this is happening. So without me having knowledge of the future, I can't act smart. Sentry's like, get out of my base! I will shoot my little beam at you. Ooh, 3 gate Stargate. The very standard, standard build. 3 gate Stargate could catch his opponent by surprise if he expects him to go 3 gate Robo, which he is going 3 gate. 3 gate. He's looking at just 3 gates. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting build. He is building. They both have quite a bit of minerals built up. So they both do probably expand right now and be fine with it. Okay, Stargate is about to be completed. Ooh. Okay, Stargate's completed. We have Phoenixes coming out. With 2 more gateways, with another gate being added on. Robo. Where's the gateway at? I must be hallucinating. So 3 gate Stargate versus 3 gate Robo. And straight up, I think 3 gate Stargate would actually win. Ooh, he's going to throw it on a Robo of his own. Phoenixes are pretty cheap things. They're air superiority fighter. Go ahead expand, so 3-gate robo into expansion. Standard build, so basically 3-gate expand. You can give him some pretty good cover. Kinda dangerous against the squad of death coming. But he should have more than enough sentries here to deal with it. Ooh, is he gonna be aggressively and take a third right away? He should pick up people from the gas. Yes, he does. Oh, look at the lost mining time. That's a kind of big overreaction from it. Can't do that much damage. That's a nice big overreaction. Lots of lost mining time. Great. He moves it back in. Move out, move out, move out. Every time he goes in there and kills stuff off without dying, that just pays it off more. It's awesome. Damn. 4 probes and 1 sentry. Nice. Alright, now he has to spread out a little bit better. He sees the expansion. What's he do about it? Immortal coming up. Just drive-by kill. He's gonna lose a Phoenix. Oh. 1 Phoenix down. Continuously to build some more of his little army over here. He has a handful of units right now. Send it in more Zealots. It's an immortal. I saw an immortal somewhere. Okay. He's also going to get ready to take his third. So unless you're going to take your third right away, I would leave these rocks up since it prevents somebody from just being walk up here then walk over here. At least here you have the high ground advantage. You can just force field off this, but instead now you're going to have to fight on 2 ways if they push in. It's a nice little Phoenix army here. Let's see what the units. Probably miss engagement. Probably. So I'm a horrible person. He's saying no more of that. Moves his army up here. Now he's moving it back down. Show the center Zelnagar watchtower. Problem, their locations, they don't need the Zelnagar watchtower. It's not gonna help at all. Ooh, he's moving out. He does not have enough to hold this. Unless he pulls back his phoenixes and lifts up units. Does he see? He does not see this coming. Though he's building a lot. 3 immortals. If he puts the immortals behind the zealots, he might be able to. Nah, that is quite a bit of stalkers. That's somewhat good force fields. But he's just being torn apart. Units. And there's a back door I was talking about earlier. He needs to bring his phoenixes over. Lots of damage being dealt here. Phoenix is doing their job, picking up those immortals. They would have been there at the beginning of the fight. They killed 1 immortal. He might want to just pull back all these probes, sack this base, move up here and defend. Ooh, he's seen some pretty exciting play out here. He has only 2 phoenixes to his name right now. A lot of warp gates just finished. He could make sentries. If I were him, I would make a lot of sentries right now. What's he up to? Zealots is down here. Zealots are a bad thing. No. Here's one last hope for peace. There we go. Now he has a massive income. Has to pull out now. Good. He's pulling out exact time. He might want to keep with the Phoenix play. I know a lot of players drop off the Phoenix play. Yeah, this base wasn't even touched, so all he lost was his army, which he's replenishing now. Let's see who's out on top of the units lost tab. Let's look at the APM. Damn. That's some good APM. That's EPM there. Damn. These are really good players. If that's an indication. So 800 not blah 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 blah. 625 resources difference. Yeah, that is quite a bit. Let's see, harvesters. Way far ahead on harvesters. Yes, that is what. 2 bases, up 20 probes. His economy is great. He could afford to lose that army. Still pulling ahead. In fact, he could probably take a third right now. Go pop it back over here so we're getting +1 for ground units. His forge is coming up. He's going into Colossi tech. He's going into Templar tech. So we've got Colossi versus Templar coming up here. He has a sizable force. Funny thing is, yeah, there are Colossi, believe it or not, I think are actually decent against some ones. Because of splash damage they can do. They can whittle down the shields. Also, it's pretty good because there is quite a bit of zealots in this force. Really wish he would be doing something. Ooh, what do I see here? Alright. I'll be using this. Build, make a few void rays. Or some. Go Phoenixes. Phoenixes can be a little nuisance to the armor. And they can also hit a DT. Blah blah blah. I mean, chat, it's making me distracted with words. I'm not meaning to say it. Colossi. He's getting a Colossi. Not building any Colossi. Is there any Colossi on the field that I missed? No Colossi. Immortal count very heavily favoring Roshambo. But you got a warp prism. Stock count very heavily favoring Nidstang. Keep wanting to call him Nidoking for some reason. He's not a Pokemon. He just has the word Nid in front of it. I should cast some Pokemon games. That would be so boring for everyone to watch. Okay, he's going to go ahead and take his third. Probably could have got away with it earlier. He's ahead on economy right now. 39 food ahead of his opponent. So much extra pylons, though. We're gonna see Colossi versus Archons. It's gonna be a strange encounter, if I do say so myself. And I just stopped talking. 25 in this one control. DT's in base. He's in your base, killing your mans. 10, 12, massive damage to the economy line. This does force an encounter that he was not ready for. He just lost his entire pro production and his army. G, GG, GO, OO, OOD, AM. Good game. Hearts. The hearts are in order. The army moves outside. You killed my army earlier. We're back for revenge. Alright, that's the game. See you guys next time.